There we go. That is recording and everybody's muted. Please feel free to hold your hand up if you want to say anything, because the last thing I want to do is overtake this community Zoom and it just be me on a soapbox talking at you all, because that's not what I want. So let me just go through my bullet points. If anyone doesn't know me, I do talk a lot. Um, I get very passionate, I get very excited, and I'll just keep on talking and talking and talking. So firstly, look, my first little bullet point here is I do hope everybody had a really good Christmas period. I hope you either enjoyed your Christmas festivities, whatever your family traditions are, just having that time off work, if you had time off work, having the kids home from school, all of that, winding down, chilling out, celebrating, letting your hair down. However it is that you celebrated Christmas, I hope you had an amazing one, and genuinely happy new year. Anyone that went on the goal mapping seminar, the Zoom call, congratulations on investing in you and taking a couple of hours on a Saturday morning. That is a big thing, but that was absolutely gold. I got some nuggets of information from it. I've planned to watch the rest of it tomorrow morning when I don't have any kids buying for my attention. I've got 4 children and a husband, 2 dogs, and a cat. So trying to watch that Zoom on Saturday morning was very, very struggling, when it's like half of my brain's like, yes, business, yes, 2025, let's go smash it. And then the other one's like, watch Edith, don't smash the TV. He wants feeding, do this, do that. So I'm looking forward to being able to watch the replay and take notes and take it all in and take it all on board. But congratulations to everybody who did invest in themselves in watching that training. If you've not seen it already, I would absolutely just find some time, even if you can't watch all of it in one go, just do half an hour over four days. And that's going to give you a wealth of information that's going to help you plan for 2025. For me personally, 2024 was absolutely insane. It just like, it blew my mind. And it's not just about the money. The money is absolutely phenomenal. And we all need money, like we need oxygen. So let's not pretend that we're not here for it. We are here for it. And there's nothing wrong with saying that 2025, I want more of it, because it's not just about the money itself and seeing that. And it's not just about the percentages, it's the things that you can get with it. So for me, last year, I started playing golf. So I can have more golf lessons, or I can go to the driving range more, and all those little things, and just enjoy my time and doing something that I like. Or even if it's getting your nails done, putting food on your plate, if you want to move house in 5 years' time and you want to save up money for that, we need it. We're here for it. This company has the most attractive and, I can't think of the word, most generous,
Generous.
yeah, generous, the most generous compensation plan that I've ever seen. It's just unreal. It's like it's there for the taking. So we've just got to maximize it. And they keep throwing all these different incentives and promotions and offers and everything that we just need to soak up and take advantage of, to make sure that we are literally milking this opportunity and milking this opportunity, this everything that they throw at us, because the potential of not just what we can do with pharmacy, but using that as a driving force, how that can have an impact on your personal lives, any other business pursuits you might have. Some of you have got salons, and you can use them to be mutually beneficial. So when one thrives, the other thrives. So it's really, really exciting about that. I am going off on tangent again. I've got a few celebrations, a few shout outs I wanted to do, but because I don't have all of you in my downline, which would be absolutely amazing, I don't know what I'm going to shout you out for. So I've got a few people here that I've managed to get from some of the other leaders. But if you've done something this month, please raise your hand, unmute yourself, and shout yourself out. And it doesn't need to be that you got a sale. It doesn't need to be that you brought somebody in. If you've invested in a particular training, shout out about that. If you had a conversation with somebody, or you stepped out of the your comfort zone, maybe you've been scheduling in actual video calls with prospective pharmacy influencers, whatever it is that you weren't doing before that you're now doing, and you want to shout yourself out for it, shout yourself out for it, because you can't be waiting around for someone else to shout you out. And when you've done something that needs celebrating, then you need to celebrate it and be your own cheerleader. Also, I was going to tell you a little bit about the Marbella incentive. Not anything more than what has already been announced, but I just wanted to talk about it and mention it. Also, Malaga, I am getting super excited about that. We've got like 2 weeks until the European Convention. Even if you're not going, these are still events that you really want to be taking advantage of and stalking the people who are going, like literally stalking through social media, seeing everything that they're up to, and then sharing that. The promotion we've got on this month, and then just like a product or a focus point that I know myself and quite a few other people are doing this month that's working for us. So we'll have a little bit of a discussion on that. So celebration wise, I'm just going to shout these people out. And if that's you, let's all clap and celebrate and write in the chat. And in fact, pop in the chat if you want to shout yourself out, and then I could read the chat and then shout you out. But then if you want to speak, like speak, because otherwise, like I said, I will just talk for England. So Nicola Jackson is qualified. Kim Brandon is at 3%. We've got Colette on Colette's team. We've got Ellen Wiley is qualified. Louise Cooper absolutely smashing it at 15%, and she's growing her team as well. We've got Adele Thorpe at 3%. Chrissy, she is qualified for the training and she's qualified her business this month. So the ChatGPT training, I cannot wait for all of the social media AI training. That is just going to be mind blowing. Cannot wait for that. So yeah, if you've earned that, shout yourself out for that because that is amazing as well. Ellie wanted to shout out Sherelle Jones for investing in herself. Just watch the goal mapping training, which again on a Saturday morning for 2 hours, that is an investment of your time and an investment in yourself and your business. So I'm really excited for you for doing that. And she wanted to shout you out as well for your contribution to the community and firing up the wider team. These things are you can't put a price on these things. These sorts of people are what make a community. It's not just a one-man band. We are a collective. So although like I'm talking now, if somebody has got something to say, if you've got something that you want to contribute, please do so. Put your hand up, we'll unmute you so you can talk. Because that is essentially what makes a community and what makes a team. And she wanted to also shout you out for having your aha moment and having that realization of what it is that you need to get to that next level. And it doesn't surprise me that that's what you're having when one, you are amongst the community and you're getting there and you're being supportive, you're empowering them, and you're invested in yourself with your training. So she also wanted to shout out Nikki Taylor, who's qualified. Madeline Armstrong, Claire Thorpe, Karen Jeffries at 6% already. So that is absolutely incredible. Well done. Let me have a look at the chat so I can see. Right, let me scroll through. Happy New Year. Rachel's hiding in bed listening. I don't blame you. It's absolutely freezing. It's so cold. We've got my husband's a plumber and a heating engineer, so every now and then he does govies, but he don't like to do them. But a couple of years ago he did a govie and someone paid him in cleaning products, which I was actually quite excited for. We got a log burner that was rubbish, so we had to replace it, but there you go. But we also got an air conditioning unit that also blows out heat. So at the minute, I think we're at about 26 degrees. I mean, I could be sat here with my bikini on. So it won't be on for long because apparently it costs a fortune and the electricity bill just is not looking pretty. But I'm warm and toasty right now. So here we are. Right, let me admit Libby, Natalie, you love the driving range and the hotel you work. Oh, what hotel do you work at? Yeah, I can do driving ranges, but I've only ever been on a course twice. I lost my toenail because it out of my shoes that I was wearing. It took us like, God, how long did it take? 6 hours. 6 hours to do 18 holes. But it was the first time ever playing golf, so there you go. Right, Jill has qualified for the AI training. Congratulations. We've got lots of well dones. Uh, just ask your dad, Harry, because I think he wanted it for lunch tomorrow. Okay. Yeah, eat that. That's my 15-year-old. He's hungry. Right, I'm just reading through these comments. There we go. Right, okay. So has anybody, before I move on to the next one, has anybody got anything they want to shout themselves out for? I can hear, did I hear somebody? Did somebody just speak? Or am I just hearing things? No, well, you've all gone dead quiet, so I guess nobody wants to speak about shouting yourselves out. But absolutely smashing it. Well done. I'm going to also shout out Alison while she's here because she is consistently going live, even when she feels absolutely rubbish and she's got the leggy. She's adamant that she's going to do it. It was only a few months ago when she said, right, I'm posting. What do I need to do to be getting the sales in because the sales are not coming? And I said, show your personality, get yourself out there, do your lives. And she's like, when I get this, then I'll do my lives. I'm like, nope, do your lives before. She's like, okay then. And she's a little bit nervous. I think you were very nervous at first. Now she's absolute professional, consistently showing up, doing her lives, and it's the same thing going through her nutrition products and talking about them. And she's hit 15% consistently the last couple of months. She's always on my top sales on my top leaderboard. She's absolutely smashing it. She gives a lot of value to her customers. She is a product of the product. Because like I said, she shared her results earlier today and she's lost a load of weight. She looks fantastic and she's really good. And as well, and I hope you don't mind me adding as well, she's legally blind. So if somebody can get up there and put themselves out there despite it, and she's just shows up as her amazing, awesome, bubbly self with her husband Kenny helping her. It's just anybody can do it. Honestly, you're a true inspiration, and I'm really, really proud of you. And I love seeing your success. So, really excited for you. 2025, let's get you growing your team and getting yourself to manager. So, I'm really excited for that for you. Right, okay, so I wanted to talk about the MIB incentive, right? And no, if you've got any positive or negative comments, does anybody want to talk about it? Has anyone got anything they want to say? Like, who's running for it? Who thinks it's so unachievable they're not even trying? Who is absolutely going to smash it and can't wait to be on the beach and knows absolutely that they're going to be there? Rachel, you've put, is it manager and above? Is that for the My Bay incentive, do you mean? Because it's not. Yeah, the qualification period that is it's this month, so it's from I think it was the 2nd of January up to the end of January. So this is a monthly incentive. Normally we get a bag. I mean, there is a tote bag incentive on, but normally they have a monthly incentive and you get a free product. This is like 3 nights and 4 days, all inclusive in a 4-star Hard Rock Cafe holiday to Marbs. So this isn't just like a little tote bag, but yes, in order to get that huge, huge incentive, you do really need to like hammer the SHIT out of January. But basically anyone can earn it. You need to be I think it's the off the top of my head, stuff is done alive on it. She gives all the qualifications there. So Kaz, if you've not seen it, if you want to know the qualification requirements, go back and watch Surface Live in the Pharmacy Corporate UK group, and they're there. But off the top of my head, I'm sure it was the top 10 salespeople in the UK, top 10 for PV, the top 20 in sponsoring, and they also had like the top 10, I think it was, for those who've improved from November. So if November you were 15% and this month you hit manager or bronze manager, you get so many points on that. So go back and watch that video for the requirements. But personally, I saw it and thought, right, okay, so if you are already really, really good at sales, you need to ramp that up and just sell as much as you possibly can do. If sponsoring is something that you're really good at, whether that's helping people save money and getting a VIP kit or helping people with the business and actually making money, ramp that up. And anyway, as it's the beginning of 2025, you've done your goal mapping. Either one of those things should really be at the forefront of your mind. So if you are focusing on the MABS incentive, then I know that you're going hell for leather. If any of you who didn't want to put your hand up and say anything, and I know this because I've had conversations with you and you told me that you don't think it's achievable, so you're not that fussed about that incentive. So I understand if nobody wants to actually put their hand up and say that, but I know that that's what a lot of people are thinking. Um, but the thing is, we don't know until Sophie puts out those leaderboards what everybody else is at. So, and I know full well that there are people on this call now, and some people who wanted to be on the call, that I've already sponsored two people, and we're a week into the month. That's two people. If you base that on an extrapolation over the rest of the month, they're going to get at least 8 people in. Back in November, when it was our busiest, most productive month, looking at the leaderboards, in that top 20, there was a lot of people that joined like 15, 16, and they'd brought in 5 people. So if in the busiest month, people are growing their business, and even the lowest person is bringing in 5, and some of you have brought in 1 or 2 people already in the week of this business with, I might add, a bit of a defeatist attitude, then what could happen if you had that mindset switch and thought, hang on a minute, this is a win-win situation. I aim to just offer the opportunity to as many people as possible. I soak up all the training, all of everything that's on offer now. For sales, I take advantage of the free Zen mascara, take advantage of the fact that it's January. Lots of people are looking at ways to lose weight. Not everybody wants to get those injections. Some people want to do it and improve their health benefits. So that's monetizing on that and really taking advantage of that this January. And if you earn that incentive, that is absolutely incredible because you off to Marbs, go and get your bag and pack your suitcase, pack your bikini. That is amazing. But if you don't, like the person who sponsored 2 people already this month, Colette, 8 people. That would be 8 new people you've brought into this business. That's 8 new people that you have introduced this opportunity to. You've already grown your own business. You've already used that energy and excitement and shown them what is to offer and what's available with travel opportunities within pharmacy. So you've already inspired them to get in here. So coming next month, they're going to carry that on, that momentum, and they're going to hopefully be duplicating the energy that you've already instilled in them. So it's a win-win situation. So honestly, whatever your stance is now about Marbella, whether or not you think it's achievable or not, I would run for it as if it absolutely is achievable because anybody can get it, particularly if you focus on either this, whatever your strengths are, the sales or whether it is the sponsoring, whichever one, I'll go for both of them because either way, it's going to be a win-win situation. So has anybody got anything they would like to add about the Marbella incentive? Don't all rush to talk at once.
The thing is, if you're thinking it's unachievable, if you run for it and you get busy and you shout about it everywhere, you're going to be growing your business anyway. So let's just take the actual incentive away. We should be doing that anyway in our business. And I would just say go with it because if you look at those leaderboards and there is literally somebody that sponsored 5 and you're like, that's so achievable, you're going to kick yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. No, you've got an absolutely valid point there because I know full well, because I can see people on here who I know full well have sponsored 5 or more people in a month's time, in a month already. So there's going to be people that earn it by default because you and I know this, and it's not a bad thing to see something, and it's totally natural to think, oh, I don't think that's achievable. I think it's only the top people that are going to earn it, which it is. But that doesn't mean that you can't be one of those top people that earns it. But yeah, you've got a valid point there because I'd be
Also,
really paid off.
don't if you're thinking, oh, I can't even go on that trip anyway because of I'm a mum or I've got commitments and blah blah blah. You never know. They may, and I'm not saying this, I don't know this or anything like that. They might give like another incentive if you can't go, or roll it on another time or anything. So you just need to run for it. I think with sometimes when you're being a mum or you've got other commitments, we're like, oh, we won't bother, or the incentives don't matter to us. That's not our love language. But run for it because they give us these incentives not for like silliness. They know it's going to grow our business, and that's why they're talking to people that are, is it red personalities? No, who is it that likes incentives
Red's
and all of that?
competitive. Red's
Yeah.
competitive.
So
Yeah.
they are giving us little things like people that like to have shout outs or people that like to have swag or people that like to have the money. They are talking to each personality. So they're just trying this for whatever personality it is. But it's going to benefit your business. Just don't write it off because I I'm running for it. Doesn't mean that I'm going to be able to achieve it, not be able to go on it because I've got a little one. But it's going to benefit my business. And who knows, they might go, oh, you've achieved it, we'll give you some swag. Or, oh, you've achieved it, we'll give you something else. Or we'll roll it on to another time. Because Sadie, you earned the golden trip, wasn't it? And you can do that this year.
Yeah.
Next year, this year. Do you know what I mean? So that they might say that, they might not, who knows? But you'll be absolutely kicking yourself if you didn't run for it and they announce something like that. You'll be like, oh, well, aren't I plonker?
The
Yeah,
thing is as well,
absolutely.
Ellie, that the power in the fact of even if you earn it and then you're somebody who says, look, I've earned this, I've got it, I've chose not to go because of this. That's then showing to other moms who I had a mom before and she said, well, I don't want to do all that traveling. I just don't want to do it. I said, you don't have to do it. So to see that you're earning it but choosing not to go, I think that's quite powerful as well because sometimes you do have to make the choice. Like I've had to choose not to go to Malaga. I got my ticket, really wanted to go, but life changed dramatically and I'm not able to go. I had to make a choice between what I was doing. But the fact is, I can still rave about everybody else going because if I'd have wanted to, if things had been different, I could have done it a different way. But actually, the power in going, it's my choice. I've chosen not to do this for this reason, but I'm still running my business and I'm still absolutely banging it out there. That's powerful.
Yeah. Absolutely right. Okay, Jasmine has asked about the points. It's not on a points basis. So if you forget everything that we know previously about incentive trips, forget about the Mexico one in America because that's just completely different. This is literally just a 1 month, right? Smash it out in January, and the top 40 people in January over these categories, you're going to Marbs at the beginning of April for this incredible incentive trip. So that's what they've done for us. It's just like the way I'm seeing it is it's like a very, very grand grand monthly incentive. So basically it's go and watch Surfers Live, but it's the top people, top sales, top people bringing in new people. And San, yeah, I saw your comment as well about your light bulb moment. Absolutely love that you've had a light bulb moment. And you know, me too as well. I need to talk more about Marbella, but this is why I think it can sometimes be a little bit overwhelming, and I don't mind admitting it as well. Like coming from my previous company, it was so slow paced, slow paced in comparison. Like I didn't even know it. Whereas coming to pharmacy, they are just like fast, fast, fast. New product, new bundle. Even like the new perfumes, like you what? We've got a new perfume, and that's not even like a hero product. Here you go, you've got the incentive for this. Marbella, we're going to Pharma City in Istanbul. We've got this, we've got that. It is very, very fast. And I think like with this month, with all the different things you've got on, so you have got your free tote bag you can earn when you sponsor 3 qualified people. You've got your Marbella incentive. We've got the European Convention coming up. We've had the goal mapping training. We've got the chat GPT training. There's a hell of a lot going on. So it can be a little bit overwhelming. And I think sometimes when it comes to putting all of that on social media, you realize that you really have to step up your organizational skills, but there should never be a point in your day where you're like, I don't know what to put on my stories. I don't know what to post about. I don't know how to tell people about pharmacy because we've just mentioned like a load of different things that we've got going on this month, and they're all amazing, like incredibly amazing. Like, and I'll admit, when I saw about the qualification, I thought, well, I never have come top in sales. So I can't see myself getting that. But then I thought, hang on a minute, I've got a bloody thing here that says top recruiter. So I've done it before. why can't I do it again? And yeah, sometimes you will get all these reasons pop to your head saying, oh, you can't do this, you can't earn that. No, you ain't got the time to be focusing on that. And can you go on another holiday in April? Will your husband divorce you for going away? Does it matter anyway? Can you get a new husband? Will he really divorce you? It'll be all right. Do you know, you're gonna get all those like little things pop up in your head. But at the end of the day, you just got to take a step back, take a breather, and then think, right, like Kelly has already said, like Jodie's said, shout about it. If you earn it, great. If you don't earn it, it doesn't matter. If you earn it and you can't go, it's fine because it's creating noise, it's creating energy, and it shows exactly what pharmacy is all about. In 2 weeks' time, myself and a lot of other people are going to be going to the first European convention. I have no clue what to expect because we're still waiting on a load of information about that. But all I know is there's a leadership event, a UK event, and then the main event. And there's going to piggyback off other people's excitements and other people's experiences, share their testimonials. So if you're thinking, right, okay, I'm going to run for Marbella, but you might have only just joined, or maybe you've not had loads of huge successes or anything like that, which is absolutely fine. This is why we all share our ideas and we are a community and we are a collaboration. Share other people's things. When Katie went to the Maldives, you better believe I was screenshotting her pictures and sharing them, and you all need to be doing the exact same thing. So when you see someone else's side like have some success, same as you do with product testimonials, share them. So when you see someone have some sort of business testimonial or like Sam's light bulb moment, take a screenshot of that. Take a screenshot of this now, pop it in your stories, pop a post up, and just say, look, this is what we talk about when we say community. When I invite you onto the Zoom call on a Monday to tell you all about pharmacy and we talk about community, this is what we mean. We all get together, we have real talk, no BS, we go over things, we all have our little contribution, we hash out any negatives, we have a look for solutions, we talk about the positives, and we just get stuff done and we do it together. So yeah, there's always something to share. But yeah, Jazz, I'm glad you said that is quite overwhelming. Yeah, 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 you're coming to Malaga now, aren't you? Yeah, if anybody on here wants to come and is able to come to the European Convention, there are still tickets available. You don't need to earn it. You just need to pay for flights and accommodation. With the hotel, quite a few of us are in. For the 3 nights, it's £206, £216. So it's working out around about £100 each. The flights, depending on where you are ranging from like £50 to £150. So it's not like it's massively unaffordable. And obviously last minute, it's something that you have to be able to weigh up into your budget, but it's Spain and it's just a couple of days. But that training that's going to be there is going to be insane and immersing yourself in that wider community. I'm excited to get in the room with people who have been in this business for longer than I have, that know more, that are doing more and are doing better and soaking up everything that they're doing and saying. Even though I know the majority of them are going to speak Spanish and I'll just be like, I have no idea what you're saying, but it sounds absolutely incredible. So I'll definitely be like earwigging them and taking all the content and all that. So yeah, it's exciting. I'm excited. And Jodie, you've got FOMO. I know I had FOMO when it was Vegas. I really, really wanted to go there, but that just couldn't happen. But again, I shared pictures of Vegas and I wanted to go but couldn't go. Right, okay, so that's everything I wanted to cover. Apart from, so I've mentioned we've got the Free Zen mascara and orders £75 plus, which is absolutely amazing. Like that mascara is amazing anyway. I don't know if anybody hasn't used it.
Can
Like,
we just like there's one person that hasn't shouted themselves out as well.
go on.
You.
All right.
So shout yourself out because that is a huge achievement.
Oh, right, yeah. Actually, do you know what? You're right.
It's like, why
Right.
do I need to shout myself out?
I
Wow.
know. What a bugger am I? Right, okay. I don't know. It's one of those things, isn't it, where you don't like to, it makes you feel uncomfortable. But then actually it was amazing. So last year when it was Vegas, I was watching that and they announced the New Year bonus. I thought, right. Last January, my old business, my bonus was £43. Like that, not including my commissions or my extra commissions that I got, but even that one, amazing. £43. So when I saw that you could earn £400 for the New Year bonus, I was like, yeah, I'll have a bit of that. Thank you very much. What do I need to do? And I did it. I made it a non-negotiable. 100%. There was absolutely no way I wasn't earning that because in my mind, I've spent for my Leonard's birthday, it was in the 14th of December. It's Christmas, it's Jesus' birthday. That's expensive, even though you only got three gifts. So why do all my four kids need loads of kids? Anyway, that's a whole other issue. Mass consumerism. And then my eldest, he was 15 on the 30th. And then he got like bills and everything. Anyway, so I said, right, January, when I get paid, I want my bonus, which is absolutely incredible and way more than 43 quid. Thank you, pharmacy. So excited. So yeah, I wanted the £400, so I earned that. But then also there was I caught, do you know when you just like I don't watch all the Zoom calls, I don't watch all the lives, but I just caught a live and it said £500 and I thought, what? I need to pay attention to that. And it's earning the leadership training in not Marbella, in Malaga, the day before the UK event. So you've got a day's training, and then there's an evening event to celebrate, and you had to hit bronze November or December and sponsor three people both of those months for each of the months. I can't remember what it is, but it coincided with the £400 one and you needed the bronze. Anyway, I achieved that as well. So not only have I earned the training, get a swag bag, and I get £500, which essentially is covering my flights and accommodation and staying and parking at Manchester Airport. So yeah, I've earned myself a cool £900 bonus this month. And you know when you say it out loud, like Jesus Christ, yeah, yay me, that's amazing. But can I just say as well, these are just so achievable. Like, and I know I've got a lot of experience and a lot of I'm coming up to my 10th year in network marketing, and it got to the point where I had serious self-doubt where I thought I'm gonna have to pick up where I left off in my legal career and my training, and it meant going right back to where I was 10 years ago. It's not the worst situation in the world. You know, it would have been great, but it's just not for me. I didn't want to do it, but just wasn't earning any money. So the fact that I found pharmacy and it's just, I was able to transfer all of that experience and skill set that I had into a business, doing what I was already doing and just being authentic. I'm not crying. I need a drink. I just got a frog in my throat. But yeah, I'm not crying. Oh, then I'm getting a tear. It's not a tear, it's just because I'm choking. Um, what's I saying? And do you know what the realization was? Is it wasn't me after all. I had all that self-doubt and it really, really knocked my confidence. And I've come into a business and I've just basically transferred what I already know and what I was doing into a different company, and the rewards and payback that I've had has been more than tenfold. And being able to show others, bring other people in, and just literally just present the opportunity like I was doing before, but only this way. People are coming in, they're seeing that their products are amazing, they're seeing that the price point's amazing. People, there's a market for it, people want it, it's fast paced, there's demand. They throw at us all of these incentives, which are just incredible. We really are part of such a generous company. And I love seeing people like Alison come along when she wasn't getting the success in her previous company, come along and not only have success in her business, but have success in her personal life, in her health. Like health is wealth, and that is just absolutely insane. Like I can see loads of faces on here, and I remember when I did move over, I thought, oh, Liz would absolutely love it here. We need Liz in pharmacy, and then here she is, and Caroline, and it's just honestly, I could go on. It's just amazing. So, Yeah, as much as I've got a lot of experience that I've been able to transfer here, you're lucky because there's not just myself, you've got Jodie, you've got Ellie, you've got Katie Spence, who's just like her mind is ridiculous. You've got Katie, you've got SJ, you've got Amber, you've got access to all of these different people. Jess, we all bring something different, but we're all nice, normal, friendly, approachable people. So if any of you ever like approached us and asked us for any sort of support, if we didn't have the time to like give you it on one-to-one, we would be able to direct you to a resource that we've made that would help you. So everything that we've already mentioned about the Marbella incentive, about sponsoring, about selling, about getting yourself to Malaga, about maximizing everything this year, setting those goals. If you haven't already watched the goal setting training, go and watch it again. Really take it in, take the notes, and really take this goal mapping seriously. I've done it before where I've just willy-nilly wrote down a few things and then you're winging it. But if you've got no direction, you're not getting anywhere. You're not getting anywhere slowly. So you need to make sure that you do your goal mapping properly and you really get serious about it. Instill some boundaries because your time is precious. Take advantage of everything they throw at you, even if you think it's achievable or not. Level the F up by just imagining yourself as the person who did earn all those incentives. Imagine you did get an extra £900 in January. Imagine you were going to Malaga, even though you don't have to earn it, you just have to pay for it to go. Imagine you earned the Marbella trip and the Cappadocia, all of those things. Like, what does that person do? How do they show up? How are they talking about the business? What are they talking about? Everything and to everybody. That's what they're doing. And they're bringing the energy because it's exciting. It might be fast paced and it might be overwhelming. Yeah, that's not always a good thing, but why is that overwhelming you? It's because you're literally getting thrown all these gifts at you. It's so much. But rather than just take that acknowledgement and think, right, okay, whoa, I need a breather, I need a minute, write down everything. Like I've literally written down everything here that they've thrown at us. And we're only a week into January, 1 week into January, and we've got all these like incredible incentives. Just write them down. And then when you've got a moment, you've got something to write about. You've got your stories, you've got your reels, you've got your lives, you've got all of these different platforms in where you can get this message across. So there should never be a moment where you think, I don't know what to write about, I don't know what to talk about, I don't know what to say because there's loads of things. And the best part is we've got this entire community. So if you do actually get crippling, overwhelmed, where you're like, can't breathe, I genuinely can't think, I haven't got my focus gummies, I don't know what it is I want to do, you can just knock at someone's door and be like, help, and someone will help you. Right, is anybody that got any other pointers that they want to say or any questions that they want to ask? Say now or forever hold your peace, because I'm gonna go get a drink. So quiet. No, no. Okay then. Right, I'll get going. But thanks a lot everybody for the time. I know a lot of people were on Louise's Zoom, Louise's training, which I'm sure was absolutely insane because I love that woman. She's got a lot of value to offer. So well done to those people who have invested in their training. Hopefully, I've recorded this properly and it will be on my laptop and I'll be able to share it. So, and if it can't, then I apologize. But you lot were privileged and able to be on here. But it'll be same time next week. Same link. There will be a password, but there won't be a waiting room, and it'll be success, same as what it was before. I've taken over Katie's Zoom link, so I'm not really. If you saw my opportunity live on Monday, for the first 5 minutes you couldn't hear me because as much as like I can do really good stuff with the business, when it comes to little things like technology, not so great. But yeah, I'm gonna get going now because I'm parched as well. It's 29 degrees, I think. Right, thank you all so much. So see you later.
Thanks,
Happy New
Sadie. See
Year
you
again.
later.
Cheers, Jodie. Bye.